So the first, or, well, I guess the second video in my series, or whatever, of Dylan does his thoughts on, or rambles about whatever he wants to talk about, is going to be about the book, The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Woo! Now, I've been interested in reading this for a while now. My sister had it on her shelf, and I think I've read it before, I'm not sure, but I read it last night and the night before, and it's good. This is Dylan recommending you. If you want to leave now because I've recommended you the book, go ahead, but read The Perks of Being a Wallflower, please, because it is very good. It's about Charlie. I don't know if that's his name, because I guess, spoiler alert from here on. Oh, whoops, playing with the focus. Yeah, there might be spoilers, I don't know. I guess spoiler warning from here on out if you're going to watch the rest of the video. But yeah, the book is about Charlie, and he says at the start of the book that, because it's all written in letters to a person, he says in the start of the book that he's not going to use people's real names or just use different names because he doesn't want to be found out. He doesn't want the person reading the letters to find out who he is. But yeah, Charlie's writing letters to this person, and that's how the book's written. It's written in Charlie's letters to this person, and I thought that was a cool way of writing from the very beginning. It intrigued me, and it got me interested in what was going to happen next, because I wanted to know, who's this person that Charlie's writing to? Would they really care about what he's writing and stuff? Because he seems very like, what's the word? He seems like a very genuine person, and he writes, I mean, I know I'm talking about a book character, but he writes to this person a lot, and he rambles a lot, but he writes it kind of assuming that they're going to read it and not just throw it out, and I think that's cool. But yeah, be aware that I'm talking about a book character and not a real person, so yeah. He writes these letters to this person, and it tells his story from, I think, January? No, it's the start of high school for him in 1991, and it tells the story up for his entire first year of high school. And I thought that was also cool, because a lot of people who will read this book or have read this book were most likely teenagers who were coming of age and wanted something to relate to as they were going into their first year of high school. So, yeah, that was also a good idea. Because, I mean, I'm in grade 10, and I'm in my first year of high school, and, oh man, I could write a lot of letters to an imaginary person about what I'm going through. Because, yeah, Guga and stuff. But, enough about me. The story in the book, as I said, follows him through his first year of high school, and it also tells about his relationship with two people he meets. One person is named Patrick, and he meets him in his woodshop class, and the other person is named Sam, who is Patrick's half-sister, stepsister, I'm not sure. And he meets them, and because he's not exactly popular in his grade, he forms a bond with them, and he falls in love with Sam. Charlie isn't, I don't think he's right in the head. Like, the way it's written, I feel like he's got autism or something. Because it just doesn't seem like what someone without autism would write about. I don't know. Just the way it's written, it feels like it was written by someone who wasn't really all there, I guess. I don't want to sound rude. But, yeah, he forms a genuine bond with these two, especially Sam. And he starts going to all their parties and stuff, and they're graduating at the end of their year of school. And he gets to see life as a senior, even though he's only a junior at his school. And he makes friends with everyone in that grade, like Bob and Mary Elizabeth, and he ends up dating Mary Elizabeth, which is also kind of cool because it means he's formed a bond with everyone, and a bond strong enough that it carries over to, I guess, the relationships, or more deep relationship kind of thing. But he doesn't really like her because she talks too much and stuff. Oh, just got my thumb in the camera. He still loves Sam, and yeah, he breaks up with her eventually because he makes a big mistake. I won't spoil like big plot points or anything. But yeah, it also talks about his home life as well, like his brother, his sister, and his parents. His brother is in college, I think, when you read the book, like that year. And his sister's graduating. She's in the year with Sam and Patrick and stuff. And she's graduating. And it talks about what they're going through. Like, his sister finds a boyfriend, but she gets abused by him. And that happens. And his brother goes to college and becomes a pro football star or whatever. I think he goes to the pros. I'd have to reread it. And I'm going to reread it because it was a very good book. But yeah, he also writes to this person about his family life. So that's another cool part of it. You get to see him at school, which is different to him at home. And you get to see... There's also another main character who's his English teacher, Bill. And his teacher gives him a lot of books to read and to write essays on, even though it's nothing to do with the school coursework. Which, it's explained at the end why he does that, and I don't really want to spoil it, but I think that's how teachers should be. They should be encouraging their students to be involved in what they're passionate about, and Bill, the teacher, encourages Charlie to write essays about books that he loves, books that Charlie loves, because he wants him to be passionate about them. I think if you go on the internet now and you Google Perks of Being a Wallflower, you'll come up with the book's most famous quotes, like, "I swear in that moment we were infinite." And I heard that quote long before I read the book, and I always wanted to know the meaning of it, I guess. I always wanted to know the meaning of that quote. And when it's put into context in the book, you can imagine what it would be like to be Charlie in that situation. I'll describe it for you. He's in a tunnel. I won't do it as well as the book does it, but he's with Patrick and Sam, and they've just come home from a party, I think it is. And they put on a mixtape of really good songs. And they're driving through this tunnel, and Sam's standing up in the back of the pickup truck just screaming and having the time of her life. And Charlie's gone from being an unpopular kid to being someone who's having the time of his life with Sam and Patrick. And that's why he describes it as him being infinite, because I don't really know, I'm probably going to butcher the whole entire metaphor, but I guess he's saying that he feels like he's the happiest he has ever been, and his happiness is infinite. I don't know, that's just my interpretation of it, and I guess if I'm wrong, then dislike the video or whatever, but yeah, he's very happy at that point, and that's very cool to read someone, even though they're not real, it's cool to read about someone who's feeling that happy. Yeah. It also gets very sad at certain points, because Charlie's Aunt Helen, she died. And I won't spoil how she dies, because when you read it, you'll be like, oh boy. But he was very affected by her death, and I believe it gave him anxiety. And I think anxiety might be why he's the way he is. Like, very bad social anxiety or something. But yeah, it gave him anxiety, and he, like, cries a lot and stuff because he feels sad that she died when she did. You'll know when you read it. And that was a very good part for the book to explore, exploring teen anxiety, I guess. Because he went through a big change in his life and it messed him up a lot, and the book does it really well, where it talks about how it messes him up, like when he thinks about it and stuff. I've just hit 10 minutes, and I have a 15-minute time limit on these videos because of a stupid Marvel copyright strike. That's what I get for uploading the end credits of Deadpool. I guess closing thoughts, because I have to end the video. I like the book a lot, and I'm probably going to read it again, because it was very good. And I feel like anyone who watches this video should read the book, because it's, especially anyone who's, my age, or maybe 14 to 16, I believe it would have the most impact on you, because it talks a lot about the first year of high school and getting through high school and, being popular and spending time with your friends and helping and, talking about anxiety and stuff and love and relationships, and it covers a lot. It's a very, broad book in terms of what it covers. But, yeah, in conclusion, I guess, I'll say in conclusion, because that's what I'm doing. I'm concluding the video. In conclusion, read the book and maybe watch the movie. I'm probably not gonna watch the movie for a while, because I kind of don't want to have my idea of the book spoiled. When they do book movie adaptations, you kind of think, oh, this person's not how I imagined, or stuff. But I will watch the movie eventually, because I watched the trailer and I was like, this is how I imagined it to be. This is cool. But yeah, I will watch it, but not now, because I don't want to have the idea of the book ruined for me. But yeah, those were my thoughts on the perks of being the perks of being a wallflower book. So yeah, thank you and goodbye.